In this video, we will demonstrate how to build a Maven project and execute the build for the Maven project in Jenkins. To begin, let's log into our Jenkins console. We will access the Manage Jenkins from the left navigation pane and access the Global Tool configuration. Now let's confirm that we have correctly specified the Maven home directory. This is the Maven directory in our system, and we have specified the same here. So Jenkins is now aware of the directory from where it can pick up Maven tools and build the project. The next task is to create a Maven project using Eclipse IDE. We will select Maven project, use default workspace, and choose one of these archetypes so that we will automatically create a sample project which we can use in Jenkins to execute the build. Then we will specify a group ID for this project. The group ID will be Maven sample, and the artifact ID will be Maven sample as well. These IDs will be the unique identifier for this project, and it will help us recognize the project accordingly, so we can use this project as a part of other Maven builds as well. Click Finish to create this project. We will find the project Maven sample on the left navigation pane. Now we will try to configure this project using the right JDK. Right now, the Java build path is pointing to J2SE 1.5, but in our system we have installed Java version 1.8. So we will have to edit this and make sure we are using the right JDK. We will then apply the changes. The project facets is empty because this is a Maven project. Now that the Java build path is pointing to the right JDK, we can close this window. We will find that when creating this project, it has generated a test package, which contains the test case to test the class which is auto-generated. So this is the test case, and it is using JUnit, and this test case is written for this particular class called app.java. There is another important file in this Maven project, and this file is the pom.xml file. This file contains the details of all the dependencies of this Maven project. One such dependency here is the JUnit, because this project uses JUnit in order to generate this particular test case. We just need to access the properties, look for the path of the project, and copy the path. The next task is to create a Maven project in Jenkins. We will name this project as Maven Sample Project. We can now configure this project depending on our requirement. We will explore if we need to add advanced configuration. Under the Advanced settings, we will find certain options like Block Build when downstream project is building, and we can choose any of these options in case we need them. We will not be using any source code management system, and we will leave the build triggers and build environment as they are. For the build configuration, we will specify the path of the Maven project that we copied earlier and add pom.xml towards the end of the path. Then we will specify the goal. There are various goals that we can specify, like clean install and deploy. In our case, we will specify the goal as clean install. There are various other Maven options that we can use to support the build, but for now, we will work with the default options. We can save these configurations. We can finally execute the build for this new Maven project. The build status under the Build History tab indicates that the build has started and the build has successfully completed. We can explore further details about this build from the console output. And from the console output, we can confirm that the build was successful. The build has created a workspace as well, but there are no files in the workspace because the files are generated at the original location. Let's bring up the Eclipse IDE and refresh this project. After we have refreshed, we will find a new target folder where it has generated all the required files. So this confirms that our build was initiated by Jenkins and the build was successfully executed on our Maven project. We can add more elements or resources in our Maven project from the Eclipse IDE and execute the build from Jenkins again. From this video, we have learned how we can build a Maven project in Jenkins and execute the build for the Maven project.